number one. And number two, the amount of time it takes, the time sink on the front end is huge because you can't buy it. So if you're committed to social media, then that's the first hurdle any small business has to decide, right? Is this something we're committed to? If it's just something that, hey, I already have a LinkedIn and I'll just kind of maximize my LinkedIn and build in some posts about what I'm doing for my business, that's not a commitment, right? That's just a kind of, hey, we'll just give it a go. So that's the first question. And then the next question is finding the right consultant. And we work with small businesses, we work with big businesses. And again, the range is huge. So I don't know, what about you guys? What do you see? Because you're probably talking to vendors, right?
I talk to all day long. To me, it's really no different than a PR company telling me they can give me more press, an ad agency, or an event person. It's just another service to get more customers in the door. So I look at all the social media, and then the bottom line is, what have you done? And what can you do? And what are you doing differently? So if I see that you're doing basically what I can do in-house, I'm not going to hire you, right? So I'm looking at, what are you going to do that I can't do already?
Yeah, I mean, a high-level strategic thought would be just, if you're trying to generate business from a consulting basis, you have to prove that you're better than what I can do myself, right? Like what Wing is saying. So I think you would need to demonstrate thought leadership, demonstrate expertise. So part of it is you're going to be out in social media. I would use it as like a networking tool. Find people that are germane to your space, connect with them, follow them, get them to follow you. Post your ideas, post your thoughts on things that are happening in the industry. Link to other articles. Say, hey, I saw this. This might be really helpful to you. So that people will be like, hey, this person's actually helpful to me. And then, if there's something you've written, a paper, a thought, something that you want to link to continue to put yourself out there, I think that would be a good idea.
So GravitySummit is a small business, and it's our events business, right? And so that we built it all on social media, but the two founders, Rodney and myself, we did it all. Because that's the topic and that's the business. But what happened is you can't scale that, right? You can't scale that. We're at a point now where GravitySummit has a brand, and it's a year later, and we're getting asked to go all around the world and do all kinds of things. So now we're at a point where we have to make some decisions about who's going to push all this out. We just can't do it all. So we're kind of sitting. We're the quote experts, and we're sitting here going, how are we going to get this done?
How many people in here, their companies are already doing social media? How many people in here are actually in charge of the social media? Thanks.
All right, we have time for one more question. Right over here.
Yeah, how close did you guys watch your competitors and how much impact they have on social media? And then how do you change yourself to...
we follow our competitors. We'll follow Movie Tickets, Movie Phone, IMDb, Yahoo Movies. That's kind of the more direct competitive set. But a lot of times I'll just follow other great brands. I'll follow Tony Hsieh, I'll follow Jeffrey Hazlett. And I think that's actually the more important thing. Less worried about exactly what you should always monitor that. But I think just looking at people that are doing it on a bigger scale and just constantly seeing what's going on out there, and subscribing to certain things, Mashable, TechCrunch, following key blogs, and just so you know what's going on in the space. Brand Week at it. There's an endless supply of things you can read, so you do kind of have to pick and choose for yourself. But I think just coming to things like this is great. I hear stuff that I would never hear if they're not in my industry, but I think it's still very interesting.
It's the old, like if you find somebody who's doing it better than you are, and trust me, in my industry, we're all about the same. We make food. So nobody's that good at social media, right? So, like I said, go outside, like Tony. When Tony first started tweeting, I was with him in Vegas. We're sitting at a bar, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. We're having drinks here. And he's sitting there, and I'm like, what are you doing? Well, people want to know that I'm here with the owner of Wahoo. I'm like, nobody wants to know. And sure enough, 13 people in less than a minute said, oh yeah, I know Wing. Oh, I go to his restaurant. So you'd be amazed at these silly things that happen. So find people that are bigger than you. So if you're not a star, stand next to one.
So I did that. Wing's going to speak at GravitySummit in June, and I said, Wing's coming to GravitySummit, and we put it out last night, and we're getting lots of buzz around it, so I'm standing next to a star and sitting next to one. And I tweeted that I was here and put it out to my network. So I think though competitors, you know, this dashboard work streamer that I mentioned earlier, and there's a bunch of them. This is just free. I'm not connected with work streamer at all. But what I love about it is you can plug in any company as long as they're generating some kind of information. So if it's too small and they haven't put anything out, you're probably not going to get them. But it'll give you their social tone, what they call a social tone. So it's kind of a cloud of what's buzzing up, right? And then they'll give you the regular news, like the PR Newswire and all that. And then you can also see who you're connected to in LinkedIn in those competitive, or any of the companies. It's kind of cool. And so I think this is a new wave of tool that we're going to start seeing more and more of, is these kind of dashboard aggregators that are business tools that really help with competitive monitoring and basically industry watching and stuff like that.
All right. Thank you all